Beyond the gates tense scene between Jacob, Elon, and Isaiah spells trouble for Elon. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. On Beyond the Gates, Elon just gave Jacob and Isaiah an earful about living up to one's full potential, which is going to lead Elon to do a bit of soul-searching himself. Beyond the Gates, do as I say, not as I do. Tuesday, October 28th, 2025, was an intriguing episode of BTG. Not only did we see a bit more of the Hawthorne family dynamic on display, but we also learned a little more of Isaiah's backstory. Elon, Malachi Malik, dumped a massive stack of file folders on Jacob's, Jiber Horja's, desk, and when Jacob argued he wasn't on desk duty anymore, his father pulled rank and told him he was on whatever damn duty he deemed fit. Jacob went in on his dad's dealings with Joey Armstrong, John Lindstrom, and he had had enough lectures about being a good cop. Elon was not impressed by being reminded that he is precisely the dirty cop his son claims he is, and that must have hit a nerve as Elon fired back, saying that Jacob needed to learn the difference between being a good cop and a smart one. And like always, perfect timing. Isaiah, David Lamy Freeb, walks into the precinct and wonders what he has just walked in on. Straight away, Elon starts going on the offensive, saying this much-around kid must be back in town because he needs money again, and that he just wants his son to live up to his fullest potential. Isaiah tells us a tale in which Jacob was the golden child and always favored, as was his brother Luke, because they became cops like their father. Isaiah claimed he was always treated differently because he chose a different path. Even when Isaiah announced that he was offered a position at Banneker University as a counselor, Elon still wanted Isaiah to be more. There is a chance that this is just a projection, that Elon is really upset with himself for becoming that which he had fought against his entire career: corruption, greed, and circumventing the law. When Elon stormed out, I bet he went to his office and hated himself for what had just happened. Where to next? Elon is going to go marching up to Joey's casino and have a word with Joey about their relationship. Joey is going to remind Elon where the power sits, as the spoilers show. In too deep and with too much at stake, Elon is going to have to find another way of dealing with how he feels. Beyond the Gates took a dark and dangerously emotional turn in its latest episode, where a tense three-way confrontation between Jacob, Elon, and Isaiah left fans on the edge of their seats and wondering if Elon has just sealed his fate. What began as a simmering undercurrent of mistrust between the three men exploded into a jaw-dropping sequence that exposed hidden alliances, secret betrayals, and dangerous ambitions that could tear the entire community apart. The October 28th episode wasn't just another night of power plays, it was a masterclass in slow-burning tension and emotional destruction. The scene that everyone's talking about unfolded under the eerie glow of the neighborhood's security lights, a setting that perfectly mirrored the paranoia creeping through the community. Jacob and Elon have always had a complicated relationship, uneasy allies bound by shared secrets, mutual manipulation, and a constant need to one-up each other. But after last week's shocking reveal that Isaiah may have been feeding information to the outside world, both men decided to confront him. What they didn't realize was that Isaiah came prepared, and he wasn't the one who'd be cornered by the end of the night. The sequence began quietly, with Jacob summoning Elon and Isaiah to the gated courtyard after hours. The camera lingered on the cold, metallic gate, the same one that has become symbolic of the show's central theme: privilege, protection, and imprisonment. Elon arrived first, looking nervous, checking his phone repeatedly as if waiting for instructions from someone unseen. Isaiah followed minutes later, calm and composed, but his sharp gaze hinted that he knew exactly why he'd been called there. Jacob stood between them, his posture rigid and his expression unreadable. For several moments, no one spoke. The silence stretched until Elon broke it with a forced laugh. "You really think Isaiah's the leak?" he asked, voice wavering between arrogance and anxiety. But Jacob didn't respond with words. He tossed a manila folder onto the table between them. Inside were printed screenshots of text messages, financial records, and timestamped security footage that painted a damning picture. The evidence didn't just implicate Isaiah. It suggested that Elon had been using Isaiah as a pawn in his own double-dealing scheme. The twist hit like a thunderclap. Isaiah's calm cracked just enough for viewers to see the fury beneath. He stepped forward, his voice low but laced with venom. "You used me," he hissed, his words cutting through the air like broken glass. Elon tried to deflect, insisting it was all a misunderstanding, but Jacob wasn't buying it. "You told me you were loyal," Jacob said coldly. "But it looks like your loyalty comes with an invoice." That single line sent chills through fans watching live. It was the moment everything shifted. Elon's mask fell, revealing flashes of panic beneath the cool exterior he'd maintained all season. The man who once seemed untouchable was suddenly cornered. The confrontation spiraled quickly from accusation to near violence. Elon raised his voice, pointing fingers at both men, accusing Jacob of hypocrisy and Isaiah of betrayal. The dialogue was sharp, laced with personal history and long-simmering resentment. Every insult landed like a punch, every revelation adding another layer of betrayal. The moment reached its breaking point when Isaiah slammed his hand down on the table and revealed that he'd secretly recorded every conversation between him and Elon over the past 3 months. "You wanted leverage," Isaiah said, eyes narrowing. "So did I." The look on Elon's face, shock, disbelief, and then rage, told viewers everything they needed to know. This wasn't just about trust, it was about survival. Elon tried to grab the phone from Isaiah's hand, but Jacob intervened, stepping between them. What followed was an intense standoff, 3 men locked in a deadly triangle of deceit. The lighting dimmed, thunder rumbled in the distance, and the camera slowly circled them, capturing every flicker of fear and fury. It was a cinematic masterpiece that makes Beyond the Gates one of the most gripping dramas on television. What makes this scene so remarkable isn't just the dialogue, it's the subtext. For weeks, viewers have suspected that Elon's charm and intelligence were hiding something darker. Now, it's clear he's been manipulating both sides of the neighborhood's growing divide, feeding Jacob just enough truth to maintain trust while secretly cutting deals that could undermine everything. Isaiah, meanwhile, has emerged as the show's most unpredictable player. His calm demeanor masks a razor-sharp cunning that no one, least of all Elon, saw coming. And Jacob, always the strategist, seems to have finally realized that his alliances are built on quicksand. The fallout from this encounter is bound to change everything. After the confrontation, the episode showed Elon driving away in the rain, hands gripping the steering wheel, his reflection fractured in the glass. The haunting score underscored his unraveling psyche. When he arrived home, he found his front door slightly ajar. Someone had been inside. On the table lay a single note. "We know." The camera lingered on Elon's face as fear overtook defiance. Whatever power he thought he had, it's slipping away fast. Fans immediately began speculating online about who left the note. Some believe Jacob is setting a trap. Others think Isaiah leaked Elon's secrets to the mysterious investor who's been buying up properties around the gates. But the most chilling theory? That someone higher up, perhaps the shadowy HOA president who has yet to appear on screen, is orchestrating all of it. Meanwhile, Jacob and Isaiah shared a brief but charged exchange after Elon stormed out. Jacob warned him, "You think you've won tonight, but the gates have eyes and they don't blink." The cryptic line sent shockwaves through social media, with fans dissecting every possible meaning. Was Jacob threatening Isaiah or warning him? Could this be the beginning of a dangerous alliance? The performances in this episode were nothing short of stellar. Elon's actor delivered one of his most nuanced portrayals yet, capturing the breakdown of a man who realizes too late that he's lost control. The chemistry between the trio was electric, filled with micro-expressions and unspoken tension that elevated every word. Critics are already calling this scene the best of the season, comparing it to the iconic dinner table confrontations of shows like Succession and Big Little Lies. Visually, the sequence was breathtaking. The director used muted colors, rain-slicked pavement, and reflective surfaces to mirror the emotional murkiness of the scene. The flickering lights added a claustrophobic sense of danger, while the slow-motion close-ups of Elon's face captured the exact moment his confidence shattered. The symbolism ran deep. The gates that were once a symbol of safety have become a trap. And Elon, once the community's golden boy, now finds himself standing on the wrong side of them. Social media erupted as soon as the credits rolled. Hashtag Elon's fall trended worldwide, with fans praising the writing and predicting his imminent downfall. That courtyard scene was pure art, one user wrote. Elon's arrogance finally caught up with him, and I loved every second. Another fan tweeted, Jacob's line about loyalty coming with an invoice deserves an Emmy. But beyond the excitement, there was also sadness. Many longtime viewers pointed out that Elon's unraveling feels tragic rather than triumphant. He wasn't born a villain. He was shaped by the power struggles within the community, manipulated until he became just another player in the endless game of survival. As the episode drew to a close, a final, wordless montage hinted at what's coming next. Jacob watched security footage of the courtyard confrontation, pausing on Elon's furious expression. Isaiah burned a stack of old documents in his fireplace, his reflection flickering in the flames. And Elon sat in darkness, staring at the mysterious note, his eyes hollow with dread. The last sound before the screen faded to black was the faint click of a camera shutter somewhere outside his window. The tension, the symbolism, the emotional devastation. This episode captured everything that makes Beyond the Gates irresistible television. It's no longer just a drama about life inside a luxury neighborhood. It's a psychological chess game where every move has consequences. Elon thought he could outsmart them all, but this week proved that in Beyond the Gates, no one escapes the truth. And as fans wait for the next episode, one thing is certain. The gates are closing in on Elon, and this time, there may be no way out.